What's going on, guys? My name is Omega and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So in today's video we have a couple of things to go over. I actually want to start off right away by showing you guys some new skin concepts that were designed by Human Sass over on Twitter. Now these concepts actually came from you guys. If you remember, about a month ago I had asked you guys to give me ideas for skins you would like to see in Apex. So this first skin recolor that we have is called Lightspeed Wattson. It's kind of like a pinkish yellowish recolor of Wired for Speed Wattson. I personally thought this was an insane skin. I would 100% pick this up if it was available for legend tokens in the store. The second one that I have to show you guys is one for Caustic. So this is a purplish recolor of the Necrosis Caustic skin. And you know, with this one there are some people who liked it, some people who didn't like it. I personally really do enjoy the colors. I think the purple and the gold look really well together. Definitely let me know what you guys think about that one down in the comments below. And then last but not least, we have one of my personal favorite skins, the Unholy Beast Evil Spirit Revenant recolor. This one looks so good. The black and red just fits perfectly on Revenant. I imagine, however, this would be pretty hard to see in game, so I'm not sure if a skin would ever come out that's this dark on Revenant. But either way, man, Human Sass did an amazing job. Make sure to go follow him on Twitter and let me know down in the comments which out of all of these skin concepts did you like the best and which out of any would you pick up for yourself. Now, next up, I want to real quickly just summarize the last two comic quests that we got for Apex Legends, just to keep you guys up to date on what's happening with the lore as well as the story in Season 9. So at the end of Chapter 2, we thought Loba had died because she had tripped over a Medusa vine and actually fell through a hatch that was on the Icarus. Chapter 3 started off with Valk rescuing Loba, which is actually the first time in the lore that the Legends, besides Rampart, have met Valk in person. Now, what's interesting about this quest is how open Loba and Bangalore are about their relationship. As soon as Valk rescues Loba, she immediately runs into Bangalore's arms, which just kind of goes to show how close they've gotten to each other over the last couple of seasons. Bangalore as a legend has been very to herself. She doesn't really open up about anything to any of the other legends until Loba came in. She's talked to Loba about her brother and a lot of things revolving her past, so we already know that Loba and Bangalore are going to have a pretty big connection in the future of this lore. Now, we also noticed from the comic that Octane has been acting weird lately and has basically been wandering off from the group during this entire event. Now, it's possible that the reason for this is because Octane's father, the owner of Silva Pharmaceuticals, might be somewhere on Olympus. The reason for this is because in the prologue, the head of security said that some father had asked her not to tell her son that he was on Olympus. My mind immediately jumps to Octane's dad just because Octane has been acting weird. That is one scenario that could play out. But then finally, the chapter ends with some big news. Bangalore actually gets infected with the virus coming from the Medusa plants. The Legends either need to find a cure ASAP, or Bangalore could see the same fate as Patient Zero. So this is some pretty interesting stuff. I feel already like reeled into the Season 9 story. Let me know if you guys do want me to continue like summarizing these quests. Now, I have another very interesting statistic of data coming from Jack Frags over on Twitter. So he made a tweet saying, interesting slide from the EA earnings call here. Apex generates a huge chunk of change. Crazy stat. And in this picture, it's actually a graph showcasing Apex's net earnings from the past year. The title says Apex Legends exceeds $1 billion in life-to-date net bookings in Q4 of fiscal year 2021. In the description, it says Apex delivered its largest net bookings quarter on record. It also delivered the best day, the best 24-hour period, the best week, the best month, and the best in-game event. We suggested it would deliver over $1 billion in life-to-date net bookings by the end of the quarter. It actually passed that milestone with half of the quarter to go. Fiscal 2021 was nearly double fiscal 2020. This coming from Blake Jorgensen, the COO and CFO of EA. So that is absolutely massive, man. Not only is this just an attest to how popular Apex Legends has gotten in the past, but it's really an attest to kind of the movement that a lot of video game companies are transitioning to. You know, we used to have, you would buy a game for $60 and you would own that game and really never spend any money after that. Obviously, many games such as Apex Legends, which are live service games, are now free to play, and they basically charge you for skins and other in-game cosmetics that you wouldn't normally be able to get. So Apex is really breaking barriers in the gaming industry. It was super interesting to actually see how much money they've made. I'm sure I am like a 0.5% of this net earnings, considering all of the Apex packs that I used to open on my channel back in the day. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about $1 billion in the past year. That is absolutely insane. Now, next up, I want to talk to you guys about badges in Arenas mode. If you didn't know, badges in Arenas mode don't count towards the badges that you would get in Battle Royale. So say you have a 4,000 damage game in Arenas, it's not going to give you a badge that you could show on your profile. So we actually have a little bit of information on what kind of badges we could be seeing for Arenas mode. This coming from a post on Reddit made by BTW Claps. He said, hopefully Apex will add this badge to Arena if you do the damage. What do you think about it? And then this is obviously a picture of the damage badge. Now, while this would be cool, there is a problem adding a damage badge into Arenas. This was explained by Pinesman, who's actually one of the game designers for Respawn. He said, so we actually had this but cut it because it would encourage some really weird behaviors. As an example, throwing rounds to extend a match so you can deal more damage. This got a response from a fan who said, makes sense. Do you guys have any plans for other badges? Maybe you could make one similar to the Assassin badge, but instead of getting 5 kills, you have to ace the enemy team a certain amount of time. Pinesman did respond to this comment once again saying, yeah, I'd like to make more, but we have to get a little more creative with them, so maybe having more round-based challenges might make more sense so you can't cheese them. Something like win a match without using the same weapon twice or deal X damage per round. Now, if you guys watched my video the other day, you remember I talked about a ghost rock on the Phase Runner Arenas map that basically let players walk inside of it where they could hide without being shot by the enemies. It was a super overpowered spot that you weren't supposed to be able to get into. We actually have a post on Reddit where one guy named Void Ulti King said, so I finally learned about the ghost rock the hard way, and in parentheses he said they won the game. Now, this got a response from Respawn JBeebs. He said, fix is live now. Bots like this will actually have to step up and win their fights. He also said, if you want, you can DM the names to me so I can send them to Hideouts to pass judgment. And then Respawn Hideouts did comment on this saying, judgment has come for these fools. So I wanted to share this with you guys to just let you know that even if you find like a glitch in Apex Legends, that's not necessarily your fault. You know, obviously this was a mistake by developers, but if you do abuse this glitch in game, there's a good chance that you could get banned if you are caught. You never know who's going to be in your game, who's going to have a recording of what you're doing. So it's always best just to leave these glitches alone, and if you do experience it in game, to just personally message a dev or to just post it on Reddit, where hopefully they can respond and fix it quickly. Now, to end this video, I do want to go over with you guys some data mined information regarding the future of Apex. Now, keep in mind that this is all coming from the game files. Doesn't mean that it's going to come out exactly the way that it is. This stuff is all subject to change, and even though it is in the game files, we can't really predict when exactly it's going to come out. But apparently, according to HumanSass over on Twitter, we have a new collection event that's going to be featured in kind of like a Japanese style. So to start, we have this unreleased loot tick, which definitely looks to be in the Japanese style, kind of giving us the theme of what this collection event might be. We also have this unreleased epic skin for the Hemlock, which doesn't have a name currently, but there are a bunch of cats on this, which I absolutely love. I'm 100% picking up that skin when it does come out. We also have 4 different skins for the bow here. Like, I don't know if these are just going to be released at different times or if some of these are going to be a part of the collection event. Again, with these data mine stuff, we really don't have a lot of information. It's kind of like piecing together a puzzle, but you really don't know until it comes out. We also have this rare skin for Wattson that doesn't appear to have a name yet, but again is kind of in the similar Japanese style. We also got a rare skin here for Bloodhound, as well as one for Caustic. Now, as you guys know, with collection events, we usually get some kind of heirloom. We also get a bunch of really cool legendary skins that go along with it. I don't know for sure what heirloom we're going to be getting. It really could be anyone right now. I know there's been a couple heirlooms that have been leaked in the past, but I really don't know what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. When I do find out some more information, I will be sure to let you guys know. But let me know what you guys thought of today's video down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.